Hey, it's me. Just want to do a quick commentary video today. So the Vanguard reveal event happened today in Warzone. I didn't get around to playing it today because I was at work when it was going on. If I get a chance to play it tomorrow, I'll play through it and then upload my reaction to it. Probably sometime tomorrow. But for the meantime, I kind of wanted to talk about some of the details that got revealed about the game today, because I'm actually pretty intrigued by some of the stuff that got revealed. For those who are new around the channel, this is the first video you're watching of mine. I absolutely love when Call of Duty experiments. It's my favorite thing about it. I've been playing the franchise for so goddamn long, and I just love when they try to do new things. That's essentially why I prefer the Infinity Ward games or the Treyarch games, because Infinity Ward's a little more willing to do new things and experiment, change up the formula. You know, I love that. I love when Call of Duty tries new unique things. It's why I enjoyed Ghost. It's why I enjoyed Infinite Warfare. It's why I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019. I just like it when they change things up, and it seems like Vanguard is going to be doing that, as well as some really awesome things coming out. Now, the one thing that I'm really excited about is by the time Vanguard integrates with Warzone, going to be implementing an anti-cheat system into Warzone. About goddamn time, man. Like, for real. I mean, I shouldn't really be applauding them because it should have been in the game from the start. However, I'm just happy it's here, man, because at its core, Warzone is a good BR. Warzone is its own thing. I like the fact that they combined elements of BR with traditional COD multiplayer. It's a really refreshing experience to go along with the Modern Warfare engine and the gunplay. Overall, it's a very fun BR, and when everything goes well, it's really fun to play. However, you know, playing against a hacker once every couple of matches absolutely ruins the fucking experience. And the fact that finally we're gonna get a fix for that is just so exciting. And another thing that I'm really excited for is the fact that we're getting a brand new map to go along with the Vanguard integration. Now, I love Verdansk. I like a lot of the things they did with the Verdansk map. I liked a lot of the original locations. I liked how diverse the map was. I like how subtle they were with putting in classic Modern Warfare locations, because you really have to look out for some of them. Like, for example, the Kill House map from COD 4 is in Airbase. You just gotta look for it. The pool building from the map Block and the one-shot, one-kill mission from COD 4 is in Storage Town. I like the fact that Broadcast from COD 4 was a hotspot. I thought that was really cool. I liked a lot of what Verdansk did, but playing it for a year and a half, you know, it gets a little redundant. It gets a little repetitive. So I'm glad that we're moving away from Verdansk and getting something new. It's just going to increase the replay value. It's just going to breathe a lot of new life into the game, and I'm really excited about all that. But that's just Warzone. Let's talk about some of the things that World War II Vanguard as its own game is going to be doing. So one of the things that I'm looking forward to is the fact that the campaign is going to be covering a lot of World War II. The big thing that's been holding me back about World War II Vanguard is the fact that it's in World War II. Now, for those who don't know, I'm a little bit on the older side. I'm an old head. I played all of those hundreds of World War II shooters that came out in the mid-2000s. I just find the market to be really oversaturated. And when it comes to Call of Duty, they don't really do a lot of unique things with the setting. I just feel like they don't experiment. They tell a lot of the same stories that we've heard before. They use a lot of the same locations, the same weaponry in every single game, and it just gets redundant. But it seems the World War II Vanguard campaign is going to expand on a lot more than what they've done in the past, and that's a really refreshing take. I just want to see some things that hasn't been covered by every single other World War II shooter on the market. Now, another thing that I'm really looking forward to is the fact that there's going to be 16 6v6 maps at launch, all original. And once again, I'm keeping my expectations low. I've learned my lesson over being a fan of this franchise for so long. You just can't get your expectations too high. Otherwise, you're just gonna fucking fall flat on your goddamn face. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Having all those maps at launch is really refreshing. The last time we got 16 6v6 maps at launch was all the way back in 2010 with Modern Warfare 3. And it's so nice because Call of Duty has really struggled with launch day content the past couple of years. COD World War II only had 9 6v6 maps. Black Ops 4 only had 10 original 6v6 maps. Modern Warfare had a decent amount of content at launch, but it was really spread too thin, and there weren't a lot of 6v6 maps at launch. Cold War barely had any content. It was a common theme to have little to no content at launch, and the fact that World War II Vanguard is going to have a plethora of maps to play on come launch day, That's really refreshing to see, and I'm really happy about that. Now, there was this other tweet from the official Call of Duty page. The MP will feature diverse areas, new gunsmith systems, the new Champion Hill mode. Now, the thing is, when they say diverse areas, what that means to me is that they're really going to experiment with the map design. I just really hope that when it comes to these maps, they do a little more than making generic 3-lane mediocrity. That's the thing that's really going to set me off, because if they go really basic and really safe with the maps, I'm not going to be too happy. Take World at War, for example. That game had a lot of maps at launch, and a lot of them were really unique, very non-linear, very non-traditional, were creative, and they were all fun to play on. Even the ones that weren't that good, they were still unique and fun enough to play on. Like, it's just, I just hope that's the direction they're going, because World War II should not be generic, it should not be arena style, it should not be predictable, it should be authentic and creative. And that's what I hope the direction is going to be, because when they say diverse areas, that's what I'm expecting, and I hope they deliver on that. Also, another thing, Treyarch is going to be continuing the Dark Aether storyline from Black Ops Cold War, and I think that's a good thing. I think zombies in Cold War is a little I mean, it's fun to play, but I just find it to be way too easy and casual friendly compared to, say, Black Ops 3, and I don't really follow the Dark Aether storyline that much. I'm glad that they're giving it a second year to fully develop that story. I do miss following the original Aether storyline that was from World at War through Black Ops 4. I do miss following those characters, so seeing this story get another year, it's cool. It's gonna be cool. And Treyarch, obviously, the best thing about their games is the zombies mode, so I'm glad that they're able to focus on just one thing. Although, I mean, a little bit of a side note, I really wish they would just do away with these annual releases, because these developers get overworked and they're just underappreciated. I have a lot of criticisms about Treyarch, how they design their games and whatnot, but I would be lying if I said I didn't feel bad for them, because they've been dealt a really shit hand these past couple of years. I haven't enjoyed their games for a variety of reasons, but man, they just really got dealt the shit end of the stick with Black Ops 4 and Cold War. They just not given enough time, and it sucks, because I feel like if they were given enough time to create a game, they could do really well. I feel like they could. Anyway, that's besides the point. And then you have some other stuff like free updates, mode, limited time and seasonal events, as well as community celebrations, which is nice. I mean, I was expecting that, but it's good to see them confirm something like that. Cross-play and cross-progression is coming back, which is awesome to see. We haven't seen any details about the prestige system, and that's what I'm really curious about, because the officer rank system in Modern Warfare, I wasn't a big fan of, and the seasonal prestiging thing in Cold War, I really don't like either, because there's really no point to grinding past 200, because once you hit Master Prestige, you're kind of done for the season. You really don't get a lot of rewards for going through ranks 201 to 1000. There's really no point to doing it. You know, unlike World War II, which gave you all those rewards for reaching the Master Prestiges. I hope they do something like that. I hope they reward the player for putting the time in, because they haven't done it the past 2 years. There's also this tweet that I saw from the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost MW2OG on Twitter. One of the things that they're gonna have is dynamic weather and destructible environment in multiplayer, and that's really cool. That is actually really cool, because the one thing that Call of Duty normally doesn't do is dynamic maps. And I know that's more of a Battlefield thing, and Call of Duty's better suited for more arcade-style gameplay, but once again, I like when they experiment. I like when they try new things. One of the things that I really enjoyed about Call of Duty Ghosts was the fact that there were some dynamic map elements, and it made a lot of those maps really cool and really unique. For example, on Octane, you can destroy the gas station, blow up some walls for new lines of sight, breach a door on Warhawk to open up a new lane in the map. There was the dumpsters on Tremor that you could push and like take cover on if you're like pushing up somewhere or flanking. Like, they did some cool things with those maps in that game, and I'm glad to see that kind of thing come back. Once again, I like when they experiment. I like when they do new things, so I'm really glad to see that they're going this route of trying to do new things. It's really refreshing. And as someone who's played the franchise for so goddamn long, you really love to see it. You truly do. I don't know too much about the Champion Hill mode, but I might plug in my PS4 and try it out. But in all honesty, I'd rather just wait till it comes out on PC alongside the beta. Overall, man, a lot of good details came out about the game today. And once again, I'm keeping my expectations low, because you have to with this franchise. But I have to give credit where credit's due. It's nice that they're trying new things, trying to push the envelope a little bit, because Call of Duty needs a win. You know, after Cold War, if you liked Cold War, I'm happy for you, but Cold War really just rubbed me the wrong way. It was just some of the design choices, as well as the fact they didn't give Treyarch nearly enough time to finish that game. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about some of the things that came out today. I guess we'll see with World War II Vanguard, you know? I was a little curious, but with some of the details that came out today, it has my attention. It does. Anyway, yep, that's going to be it for me. Appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoy, and if you're new around, you subscribe. Post mostly Call of Duty content, and if you're into that kind of thing, this channel's for you, man. Anyway, yeah, that's it. See ya.